In A Night Journey, I referenced a dream where I went shopping for milk, and the girl at the checkout said to me, "Why don't you buy the Templar milk?" pointing to a gallon container, to which I explained that I'm very clumsy and I would always spill the milk, and so I bought a 2-pint carton of milk and left. There are several references to this idea of the Knights Templar throughout the entire book, and that was kind of what it was based on, so that wasn't really unusual. But this alluded to the idea that there was a secret between this idea of the Templars and milk and the origin of the word gallon. At the time, I drew links back to Scottish Freemasonry and a lodge in Kilwinnie in Ayrshire. But there are also, of course, links to the Milky Way and the sky or cow goddesses. I also had some other dreams that I wrote about in the unpublished book. In one of those dreams, I was on a date and I was having lots of fun with this guy and we were getting on really well. And the waitress appeared and asked if we'd like any more drinks. And he replied that he would like a glass of condensed milk. I thought it was a bit of an odd request, but ignored it as we were getting on so well. The waitress appeared and began pouring out the milk, but I noticed there were little white cubes floating in and told him not to taste it as it was off. So she went to get another carton. And she started pouring again, but this time the cubes of milk were even bigger, and I actually started to feel a bit queasy. She passed one of the cubes to my date for him to taste, which I thought was even stranger. And as she was about to leave, she said to my date that she would have blamed him for the milk being off if she hadn't checked the dates. And I replied to him that that was really strange, because how could he be responsible for the milk being sour? But I actually think that reference to her saying about the dates refers to the date palm, which is also known as Phoenix dactylifera. I don't know how to pronounce that. And there are several references to the date palm in the Bible and has connections with the phrase milk and honey. I'm not entirely sure about the reference to cubes, except for the idea of perhaps Solomon's temple and the inner sanctuary. I'm sure if I wait another 20 years, it will all become extremely clear. The video at the beginning is one that I took when I was walking with my daughter about maybe a decade or so ago. We seen a star that looked a bit like possibly a UFO, and so I got my camera out, took a video of it, and then as you can see from the video, the star just dims and then vanishes. It's probably easily explainable as some kind of satellite or something like that. Thanks for listening, and please like and subscribe.